Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
From the 31, here's second down and 5.
Hey, lock.
Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Looking to put a drive together. Back to throw. Fields. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Fields now to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And the Lions first down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Lions first down.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. Now Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Austin.
Angel.
To throw is Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal.
Austin, first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And that would cover beautifully. The defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 5. Brings up second and goal at the Jaguars' 12-yard line.
Punch right. Right.
Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
The kick is
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
At the 38-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Go, go. Turn. This is hot.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Lawrence will throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line.
That's another Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Made at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd
And they'll
and
come up 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. That's Craig. And a gain of 5. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Lawrence. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and you end up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Bashal Tootin taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Pass caught, it's Lane with it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And an Austin first down.
Here's Fields. That's caught. It's Dante Thornton. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
At the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14.
Another Austin first down. First and 10 at the 14.
Now it's Fields. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Dante Thornton, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence will get this out to Tootin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who's that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
On third down, they'll try and run for it on the ball. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
A 10-yard gain.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Looking to throw. Fields. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
That's another Austin first down. Sets up first down and goal to go.
Gibbs diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Man in motion left, that's Collins. Now Lawrence. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Here's Lane.
35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Well, they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard. Brings up
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Fields.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
He finds his man complete. That's Lane. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That's another Austin first down.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Working downfield, he's got Thornton.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Dante Thornton.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Hey, Ron! Silver! Hey, tomato! Done! Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Craig. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Slot man moves right.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
43-yard line.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Lawrence.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
44-yard line.
Hey, easy, route.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he will find his man on the outside.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. That's going to be incomplete. Well, it looked like he had him for a second, but the razzle-dazzle will not work out. It's second down. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Back to throw, Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Here we go. Go.
On play action, Fields. Big strides, look at him go. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And then Boston. First down. It's a gain of 35. First down, Lions.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
222, 222.
Now Fields. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line.
15 yards. That's good for an Austin first down.
Here we go.
A gain of 15.
That's complete yet again to Thornton. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
Fields.
second and 7.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
That's another Austin first down. First and 10.
Fields now to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Dante Thornton with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Still on his feet. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. He finds his man complete. It's Craig. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Lawrence will throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Hey, Lion.
Now Lawrence. Finds Tootin out of the backfield. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
At the 1-yard line.
And his kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Here we go.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he'll be out right at the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Lions, 1st down.
Off play action, Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42.
And the Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Rip, 23. Soka, hot. Red.
In motion goes the tight end. Now on 2nd and 13. Lawrence. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The Lions offense set to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught at the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. 47 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hey, 10.
To throw is Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Off the option, here's Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now Lawrence. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Quinnen Williams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. That is caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's good for a Jaguars 1st down.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He finds his man. Complete. That's Craig. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Red on red. Here we go.
They'll send the tight end in motion. From the 44, Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. On a slant, here's Collins. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Jaguars, first down.
Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Hey, hot.
4th down, here's Lawrence. Touchdown! Brian Thomas from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The Jaguars will line up for the
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
brings up 2nd and 10.
You got a mini base.
Now Fields. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And the Lions first down.
Here's Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, son. Move to the ankles here, son. No mas, no mas.
To the air again, Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Dante Thornton, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Craig. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
Lawrence will throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28.
And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Lawrence. Another one caught by Collins. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
A gain of 26 more yards. That's another Jaguar.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here.
Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And the Lions first down.
Fields. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. 2nd and 5. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
To throw is Fields. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now it's Fields. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
1st and 10 at the 50.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Crank. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lawrence to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line.
That's good. For the Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
319, got the cut. Cut.
Here's Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come. Sitting next to you, really looking